Staying at a state campground isn't normally our first choice. We like our full hookup and we like our amenities. But we were blown away, and at one point, almost literally, at how nice Prophetstown State Park in West Lafayette, Indiana is. They offer great amenities and full hookup. We only stayed for a couple of days, so we didn't get to try out all that they have to offer, like their hiking and biking trails, so we will definitely be back. Prophetstown State Park was established in 2004, making it Indiana's newest state park. There are a little over 100 sites, with half of them electric only and the other half are the full hookup. They are just starting the process to add another 120 full-service campsites. So like a lot of state campgrounds, it can be hard to get a site here. They book up really fast, so adding more sites is definitely needed here. All of the campsites are gravel surface with a wood trim. We didn't even need to level our camper. It was really nice, and it looked like most of the other sites were really leveled as well. The full hookup sites are in the wooded area. This is perfect during the summer heat to help keep you cool. The electric-only sites unfortunately don't have a lot of trees, so you're going to be pretty much full sun. This can get a little toasty in the warm days, but what they have to offer is that beautiful prairie view. We loved being able to look out over the open fields. We felt like we had so much room and yet still privacy, because in between each of the sites there was usually shrubbery, and then you have that prairie view behind you. So it was just really peaceful and relaxing. At night, the fields behind us had lightning bugs all over the place. It was so fun to watch. And then after our storm that had passed, we also got the view of an amazing rainbow. If you stay on the inside of the loop, for the electric-only area, they have a large grassy area between you and the camper behind you. This is great if you have kids that like to run around and need lots of room. We camped on site 211 and our parents were on 213. These two sites were considered buddy sites because 213 angled into 211. These are not your typical buddy site campers where they're facing each other. So even if someone we didn't know was in 213, it honestly wouldn't have bothered us because with the shrubbery, it still felt like we didn't share a site. The campground has one large comfort station with modern restrooms and showers, including a family restroom. This comfort station sits in the middle of the electric-only section, so if you are in the full hookup area and you prefer to use that restroom or use that shower, it's not a really long walk to get there because the campground is not that big. One thing that is unique for a state campground is that they have an aquatic center. This felt amazing since it was pretty warm when we were there. There's a tube slide, body flume, zero entry pool, activity pool with basketball hoops, and my personal favorite, a lazy river. The area isn't very big, so I could see how it could get crowded pretty quickly. Plus, anyone can come use it. They don't have to be just from the campground. There is a $5 fee to enter, and 3 and under is considered free. Before a storm came in, we went to check out the farm at Prophetstown. Here you can see what farming life was like in the 1920s. And it's still a working farm. You can even buy your meat here. You can tour 2 different houses. The first one is a 900 square foot tenant house, which is an original Sears house built in 1921 in the Hampton style. The next house is the Gibson farmhouse. It's a replica of the Hill Rose and it was built in 2000. Both of the houses were really cool to walk through just to see how far we've come in technology and how our styles have changed. We started to look around the outside with the animals and the barn, but the storm was getting closer and the volunteers started to put the animals away so that they could be safe. So we quickly got back in our trucks and headed back to the camper so we could wait out the storm. But then the tornado sirens went off and we had to take everyone to the comfort station for safety. Luckily, everything turned out fine and there wasn't any major damage to the campground. Plus, we were blessed with a beautiful rainbow at the end of the day. A couple of the other things that we did not get to do were walking around the Native American village and seeing the circle of stones. We did drive by the stones, but didn't have time to get out and take it all in. The stones commemorate the tribes that lived at Prophetstown. There's a lot of great history to learn about in this area, so the next time we come, we want to dig a little bit deeper into all of that. Prophetstown isn't a quick weekend type campground if you really want to explore everything that they offer. We can't wait to come back to do the things that we missed. Plus, they are going to be having these upgrades like expanding the campground. They're supposed to be enhancing an aquatic center and potentially adding more trails. So make sure to watch for all those changes. The only other hiccup we had with this trip was a flat tire on our way home. Luckily, we were traveling in front of my parents and they spotted smoke coming from our tire before we even felt anything. So we were able to quickly pull over, change the tire, and we were back on the road.